Throughout all of history, we've been fascinated by mythical creatures, and that love plays into the cartoons of today. You're about to watch Pony, and we're counting down our picks for the top 10 mythical creatures in My Little Pony.
This isn't the first time I've been in the clutches of a horrible giant creature, but it doesn't get any easier!
For this list, we're looking at the characters or creatures that come from myth and folklore all over the world, even if some alterations were made in the design or the name. We're basing our choices on accuracy to the original creature, creativity, design, and overall audience approval. We are not, however, including creatures from Greek mythology. There are so many of those, they got their own separate list, which we will link below. Also, we're not including Pegasi or unicorns, since those are too obvious. But sadly, that also includes Kirin. Sorry about that.
Would you excuse me? I'll be right back.
Number 10. Rocks. Let's start this list with something big. And by big, we mean the biggest bird ever aired on the show. Rocks are huge carnivorous birds that are drawn to the smell of a molting dragon.
R-O-C-S. Rocks. Humongous birds of prey that can snack on a molting dragon like candy.
In Middle Eastern mythology, the roc is an enormous legendary bird of prey popularly featured in Arabian fairy tales and sailing folklore. This bird was only seen once in the show and a couple times in the comics, but the size of it is no joke, for it can fit 2 ponies in one talon.
But the both of us strapped in the same one's absurd!
What?
Number 9. Tri-horned bunyip. That's right, that last-minute creature that just appeared out of nowhere to serve as a culprit for capsizing a boat is in fact from Australian Aboriginal mythology.
We attracted a tri-horned whatchamacallit?
With cucumber sandwiches. Sounds like a stretch.
This creature is much more menacing in legend than it is in the show, where its name literally translates to devil. The bunyip also lives in swamps and waterholes instead of the ocean, not to mention all the depiction art. The love of cucumbers could also be traced to the kappa, a Japanese water monster that loves cucumbers.
Cucumber just happens to be the favorite food of the tri-horned bunyip.
Number 8. Wendigos. These creatures are even referred in the show as a myth, but they are very much real. When they appear, they bring harsh winters that kill crops and freezes everything in sight, but they only appear when hate and anger are present.
Wendigos? They aren't real. It's just a little Philly story.
They are all too real, Snowfall, and your actions will allow them to return.
In the mythology of the Algonquian people, the Wendigo, also pronounced Wendigo, is a malevolent supernatural spirit or deity strongly associated with the winter, as well as famine and starvation. Just be careful when looking this creature up, for Wendigo is also a term referring to cannibalism. Number 7. Pukwudgies. These little hedgehog-like creatures are not to be messed with, especially with those sharp teeth and quills. In the episode School Days Part 2, the Student 6 found a temporary hideout in the castle of the two sisters. Little did they know there was a gang of Pukwudgies waiting.
Am I the only one who didn't sleep through Professor Fluttershy's Critters of Comfort and Conflict class? It's a Pukwudgie.
As silly as the name sounds, Pukwudgies come from Native American folklore. According to the original legend, they can also disappear at will, lure people to their death, launch poisonous arrows, and create fire.
Don't hurt them. Just ask them to leave nicely.
Number 6. Bugbear. Yep, believe it or not, bugbears are mythical creatures too. The episode Slice of Life poked fun at a lot of tropes frequently used in the show, and many saw the bugbear as a typical, random, and over-the-top monster that the main cast has to defeat in roughly 30 minutes.
My word, is that a bugbear?
So it's surprising to learn that in English mythology, a bugbear is an imaginary creature designed to scare disobedient children, similar to the boogeyman. No doubt this creature would definitely scare children.
Bugbear?
Did you say bugbear? It found me!
What are you talking about, Bonbon?
Number 5. Manticore. The body of a lion, the tail of a scorpion, and the wings of a dragon. This creature was not only a mythical creature introduced in the first season premiere, but was also the monster played in the fable Androcles and the Lion.
Just a second. Fluttershy!
It did not, however, invent death and all things bad. Sorry, Ninja Sex Party. You would think this was from Greek mythology, but it's actually from Persian mythology. It even has a human face and the voice of a trumpet. In both the show and mythology, however, it's known as a carnivore, just as Trixie. Number 4. Sphinx. Who could forget the original Riddle Master? The episode Daring Done had many references to Egyptian culture, including the iconic Sphinx, with a few upgrades. They changed the human face to a pony cat-like face, and they also gave the Sphinx the ability to cast everlasting spells with no horn.
Further, the Sphinx had cast a powerful spell that prevented Somnambula from flying.
This was a wicked creature that kept most of the crops in the village and kidnapped the prince. After it was defeated, it flew off with no idea where it had gone to. Number 3. Cockatrice. Who came up with the idea of a creature that is a chicken crossed with a dragon and can turn victims into stone? The answer? The Middle Ages. Back then, it represented rarity, and it was a symbol for the Royal Air Force.
The head of a chicken and the body of a snake? That doesn't sound scary, that sounds silly. Well, if I ever saw one of them cock-a-thingies face to face, I'd laugh at how silly it was.
Don't let the praise get to you, though. These creatures can indeed kill you with a single stare. They can also kill by touching you or even breathing on you. Apparently, the only animal immune to the cockatrice is the weasel. Guess we can add Fluttershy to that list. Number 2. Ahuizotl. While Equestria may explore a lot of Greek and European mythology, Daring Do keeps running into ancient Aztec mythologies.
You won't get away with this, Ahuizotl!
But I already have.
Ahuizotl is a feared carnivore that lives near water and uses its hand at the end of its tail to drag down its victims till they drown. Design-wise, it's very similar to the original legend. But unlike the others on this list, this creature can talk and is an evil mastermind trying to defeat Daring Do. As if that wasn't bad enough, his plans aren't for world conquest, but rather for world destruction.
Now, I must leave to commence the ring-placing ceremony to unleash 800 years of unrelenting, sweltering heat!
Before the number 1 pick, let's take a quick look at a few honorable mentions.
My moustache! How wonderful!
An adventurers to pull off.
And an honorable mention to the Kirin, a creature that deserves to be on the list, but doesn't qualify due to being a variation of a unicorn known in Chinese and other Asian cultures. We do have to give credit to the episode for creating such a great design for the creatures and accuracy towards the original legend. The Kirin leader, Rainshine, is also accurate to legend since giraffes were also mistakenly called Kirins in the past. Sorry, Autumn Blaze fans.
Yeah, sometimes you've gotta let it rain.
Also before, we would like to give a quick shout out to this week's guest narrator.
Hello everyone, I'm Katie Patterson, aka Midnight Sonata. I'm an actor, writer, producer, and singer best known in the fandom as the voices of Screwball and Apple Blossom in the Daughter of Discord series. And for also marrying this guy.
Oi!
Love you, honey! A big thanks to Watch Pony for having me narrate this list. I do have a special love for mythical creatures myself. And shameless plug time for all you horror fans out there. This September, I plan on launching a crowdfunder for my first horror short film called Only You. Be sure to follow me on Twitter for future updates, and until then, I'll see you on the other side. Number 1. Dragons. What do you know? Spike got the number 1 spot, along with Ember, Smolder, Garble, and a bunch of other characters. Not only was this the first creature character featured in My Little Pony, but in real life, Dragons are one of the most popular mythical creatures in the world.
Is that only God?
What do you think of that move, Rainbow Dash?
Cultures from all over and from various eras of time have had their own versions of dragons, whether they be wingless, fire-breathing, water-dwelling, big or small. And the huge variety of dragons are shown all over the show.
If you can't stand the heat, don't fight a dragon.
Hey, you kind of look like him.
Thank you.
Do you agree with our list?
No problem. Leave me again. It's fine.
What's your favorite mythical creature? Let us know in the comments below. But for more top 10s posted every week, be sure to subscribe and check out WatchPony.com for more.
Thank you for watching, and again a big thanks to our guest narrator, Katie. Be sure to check her channel out and her future project, and you may now look away.